In a world where Africans have lost their roots, it has become of vital importance to document our ways. In an effort to reverse the brainwashing of the past, where we were made to believe our ways are demonic, we are pressed to create dignified and respectful platforms to unpack our spiritual ways. Moya light, Moya upright. Guys, thank you so much for joining us once again. I'm not entirely happy with the numbers, I must say. I mean, I'm used to bigger things in life. So I will be much happier if you like, share, subscribe, and get more people in the community so that we can actually grow this world movement of Africans restoring their dignity and finding our way back to ourselves and taking off the coat of colonialism. So namhlanje, guys, yes, by the way, I am going to get a subtitler. We need you guys to subscribe and give us more money. Therefore, we can get somebody to do all the stuff. So today, I'm going to try and marry Christianity and African spirituality with Pastor Kwazi Mamane, who's got a huge following. He's been up and down this country. I know you guys know him because you know these things. And I'm so excited because I think I felt your power in your voice notes.
Unjani? Khona sisiwami kunjani?
Diphilile Nkosi Kwazi.
Siyabonga. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy. Awuyazi. Ndinovuyo.
It's such a blessing, you know?
Yeah.
So ndifuna for our audience, because you know how we do on the channel, we want to know who you are before we can trust you with our trust, with your magic powers. Exactly. How did you get to there? And what was it growing up? Because, I mean, when I saw your work, I saw the heavy Christian influence, ne?
Yes.
And I want us later on to, for you understand what I want you to unpack. Anyway, so let's start from the beginning.
Mntase ukwazi ukhulele ebhizana ekhuliswa ngomakhulu wakhe. Ndiqale what I'm doing right now when I was 12 years. I always tell people I've never done anything ngaphandle kwalento ndiyenzayo. You know, I opened surgeries. But when I was 15 years, nganxiba ewisile ezindodana. When I was
You're jumping
16
for us. You're jumping for us. Because you can't just say, I started at 12. What happened? You say you grew up with your grandmother.
Yeah.
What are the circumstances why you had to grow up with your grandmother? What was the environment? You know, did she spoil you, or is that how she introduced you to herbs or to, you know, just give us the meat.
No, look, mntase umakhulu wami wayengumfundisi St. John's.
Okay.
So I think because yayazi moslanto kudala abantwana bazofumana abantwana bashiya abantwana nomakhulu then bahambe baye eGoli bayosebenza. So mna ke ndikhula I think ekhaya besi10 at that time. Sihlala endlini eyi-1 with umakhulu. So sivuka nje normally siye esikolweni but
Ungunamba bani wena in the 10?
kumama wami ndingowesibini but
okay, so you were towards the top. You were one of the
ukhuliswa umakhulu ubonke abantwana baba kamakhulu, so you don't even know wazi nje okay ngubhuti omdala ngumalume ngubani bani because ukhule kwi-environment where wonke umntwana ongumntwana walapha ekhaya. Yeah, so I didn't notice my gift because I didn't know any gift because nansazi bomakhulu wami uyathandazela abantu wenza yonke into because umakhulu wami background yakhe St. John's nasekhaya bekukhona ichibi. But now the strange thing yokokuba xa ndisesikolweni bendiphathwa inhloko ndibe nemibono endingayi-understandiyo.
Oh, wow.
You understand? So now it will frustrate me to a point la I will go back ekhaya ndithi hey man ngisesikolweni ndandimbiza umama xa ndisesikolweni nemibono ethini. Then the only thing endandiyibona ihlukile, but I just thought uyaziqosa khulu umama mhlambe akandithandi uyandihlukumeza all the time. Mna abanye akabavusi uvusa mna ngo-5 xa iya ecaweni because St John's 5 o'clock usecaweni xa iyosebenzela abantu ndimo ofuneka abilisa amanzi. That it was strange ba why esenza loo nto because abanye akwenziwa, you understand, and eqoneni awungeni until ube nebhanti lakhona ube nesinxibo sakhona, but mna ndandingena as it is athi basa yenza so thatha amanzi yenza so, you know. Then when I was 12 years ndazeba ndaya entabeni eMatatiyela. 12 years now ndifika entabeni eMatatiyela, the whole gent happened. That's where I always say to people, I sort of realized that there is something about me. You understand? Because there's accident that happened then.
Okay.
You understand? Singabakhwetha sisehlathini, you know, and one of umfana engangiluke naye babefuna ukumthwebula and sekuthushonile then nambeka izandla then waphila. That when ke ngoku nama started to say, hey man, something different, you understand. But I knew that I have dreams, but I was young at the time, you know. Ndihamba nabantu abadala senze into zabantu abadala at 12 years. Then mangibuye entabeni, that's when ke ngoku my grandmother had to sit me down because it was heavy now, even to me esikolweni ngiqala ukubona problems etishala and ndiyagxothwa esikolweni. People believe that I have imimoya engekho right because I remember some extent ngaxabana nomunye umntwana and I didn't even ndimbetha, just lay my hands like ukuphosa isandla kanje then waxhuzula, you know. Then umakhulu, that's when ahlala nami phansi wathi no, don't be angry because when you are angry you can kill someone, you know. And he said you have something very special. And I said, what is that? He said, no. Mauzalo. Because when I was 8 years, moving back, when I was 8 years, I had worms. So I was hospitalized for a year.
What?
For a year. Unyaka wonke ngihlala esibhedlela. So ezami worms zaziphuma ngomlomo, ziphuma ngempumlo. You understand? So
the English audience is going to be so jealous because
yeah, well, so until umama kamakhulu wami, because now people get confused when I say makadosha, they thought it's something. When I say makadosha, I mean umakhulu wami.
Okay.
Igama engamupha lona after echona. You understand?
Okay.
I said indlela enizorelate nawe ngawe in the realm of the spirit.
Okay.
Yokuba ngikubize makadosha because ngesikhathi echona she called me and said Kwazi come to hospital. Ngafika esibhedlela. I still remember that time ndasendisebenza ke ndasendisebenza abantu because I started ukusebenza abantu when I was 13, but I always say when I was 12 years because I was 12 years already besendisebenza, but ndandingekayazi uba ndiyasebenza. Now when I started to know ukuba ndiyasebenza, abantu bandibhatala ngenkomo, bandibhatala ngegusha, I was 13, you know. 14, 15 ndasebenzela emzimkhulu. 16.
Did I disturb you there? I disturbed that story, yes. Please, Jasfuna, please. It's just that I know that the English audience must complain because my eyes keep going, what happened? What? But then you had worms and
had worms.
So what happened?
I had worms when I was 8 years. So I was hospitalized for a year. Umama onzalayo wayesebenza casino khona indawo kuthiwa South Coast. A casino at that time.
Yes.
So that's a casino esibhedlela. So umakhulu wami used to visit me once a week. You understand? Because that umkhulu wayelipolisa. So yes, those vans zakudala. So will come and visit me and hlele esibhedlela. Umama will visit me every day. So the day I was supposed to go to operations yokhutshwa because zazigcwele umzimba. And then this born.
Guys,
you could feel them.
What?
Lapha elentozeni. So ngangisela ibenzini, yabona ibenzini. Idibanise nelentoza nenobisi. So isela iyafa ibenzini.
To kill them.
To kill them ngaphakathi.
When you say they used to come out your nose and your mouth, what do you mean?
Like phuma so mangiye toilet ngangizitsala kanje. When uma ngitoilet.
Pastor Kwazi, I can't believe what you're telling me.
I'm telling you. So
yeah.
Then umakhulu wami, which umakadosha, my grandmother,
yes.
had a vision. After a year, bezesibhedlela, had a vision. Umama wakhe esiza kuye sithi enamba okhupha ukwazi esibhedlela uSathane ufuna ukumthatha. Then I remember that day. I was 8 years. Remember that day umakhulu wafika. It was 12 o'clock ebusuku. Wabeka isandla la. I just felt something ngathi yadibana. Ngaye toilet ngazikhupha zingaka. Doctors didn't believe it. That time, that moment, ngangiphilila. Ebe, I stand up ngagula. You understand? So when I tell people about my journey, it's a lot. When I tell people I've faced so many things. You know, I've done so many things as a young man, for money, for power. You know, I did so many things. You know, I did so many things. Then ngeza job back, ngeza ngingazi umuntu.
Is it because when you say you did bad things, because I'm sure we're going to get there, because you got the spiritual power so young, there was a point where you didn't know how to use it and you started to abuse it. Is that what you're saying?
Look, I knew how to do it, but the problem now, having usemncane mndase, you ufuna ukufitha, you know, and you spirit use you so badly. And people always say, when I say to people, and I know a lot of people who think this in Ndogwenza, you know, I told my friend this story, said, "Mama, and I to call it demon," and I said, I've never found the Bible in my life. I'm a prophet, I'm a pastor. I've never opened the Bible and given the Bible kum iza ngokomoya. When I stand, God will tell me what to say and when to say it. So when I was 15, that's when I was introduced to tongues. Of now, you can say this tongue and someone will die. You can say this tongue, someone uzoxhuzula. You can say this tongue, someone uzomensa. You can say this tongue, this will happen, you know? So that's where I talk about it when I said I did so many things as wrong, because now, as soon as people noticed this, as soon as people knew that, they bangithatha bangenza umhlobo. As umuntu ophuma ebhizana ngimncinci imali ngiyaqala ukuyibona, I did so many things. Someone will come do this for me, someone will come do this for me, you know. Then I came to Joburg. That's where the problem started. Trying to figure Joburg, I opened a my first secretary, I said deep salute. Wow, that's where the problem started. I started to be out of line. Phuma endleleni, nansithi endleleni kwi-teachings zikamakhulu wami, because umakhulu wami why emphasize lento yokuba Kwazi, you'll have so many people abeza kuwe, not because beza kuwe befuna ukukhulisa, bezofuna ukuyuza what you have. Be very careful, because what you have ingakwenza uphume ekwazini uThixo, because umakhulu wami believed so much kuNkulunkulu. You understand? So now, having to mix the African spirituality and having to mix the into Christianity, it was very difficult. It's still difficult even today, because even when saying decide to puma kwezazinto, but now I'm tired. I'm no longer giving power to slave queens. I'm no longer doing whatever that you can imagine. You understand?
Giving power to slave queens. Can you tell us what you mean by that, please?
Look, I had
so you'll get clients.
I did.
Okay, let me
They're
listen.
still looking for me.
Let me listen. Okay.
So what I will do, I will have maybe 100 ladies or 50 ladies nabafana abafuna amadoda anemali, nabafuna amantombazana anemali. So either if bayabazi, someone will come and say, look, this guy's got money and akazanishela, and I doubt if angazanishela. And ngiyamazotshatile, then I will say print a picture yakhe iza nayo kum ngiyisebenze, then ngisamon the spirit of that guy and ndimxelele, but that guy uzobe ese-Midrand, uzobe ese-Princeton, The Spirit will tell me uba ngexesha elithile uzobe ne-meeting e-4 ways. So I will say to this woman, okay, go to 4 ways. Immediately when this guy see you, then he's going to be attracted to you. Then it will happen.
Pastor Kwazi, what are you saying?
And I will charge them monthly. Or guys will come to me and say, look, ngifuna mashera nemali. You understand? Then I will say, okay, no, that's fine. Ngimlungise and say, okay, do you have a picture? Picture. Okay, go to endaweni ethile. Once ungene, you'll attract them. Ombambe ngesandla okanye othi xa umbona uthumisele and ndimnike a code, a certain code that will attract that woman. Then it will happen.
So how do you know how to decipher this information?
There's so many things. I think because now isikhathi esininzi angeke ngingathanda ukukhuluma ngazo. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Because there's so many things that is happening right now. There's so many people that claim to know things that they don't know. Say things for the sake of saying it, So I don't want to be part of those groups. So I'm selective sometimes to say certain things, I did something in my church, I think 2 weeks ago, where I cursed someone who toilet at the same time, and I said, everywhere you will go, you're a toilet, but now that case will start happening now in front of everyone in church. It is because even me, personally, I'm trying to uyiveza lento of being an African spiritual, because society beniguyo ibisithi and be a Christian, pray, be a Christian, talk about the Bible. But now into mna ibendingakwazi ukuyenza, I have this strange power. I have this strange power to summon the gods, to summon the spirit, to summon the ancestors, to summon the spirit that was never there before, to have a connection with darkness, have a connection with light. I'm able to go to darkness and do certain things. You understand? Then when I go to my friends that are pastors, they will tell me, hey, Chief, no Moya ungekho right, man. That's a very bad spirit. But I'm saying, guys, it can't be a bad spirit, because when I go there, I defeat those people. I go there and do whatever that I want. I'm introduced to God and to gods and to the spirit. I'm able ukuhamba endaweni ethile, then ndifike ndime, and the voice will say, la kunabantu abayi-20 abatshonayo. You understand? Release them. And they say, how do I release them? He say, you speak this tongue, then they will be released. Then I speak it, then it happened. You understand? Abantu bengekho when I'm alone. You understand? I was introduced to the lineage yakwamamane, nanku umchunu, nanku undabezitha uqala wakwamamane, nanku banibani. I was introduced to my grandmother's side. Sibobani. You understand? Then ngayivala lo room because I was saying, no, that's the Christian community. This is demonic. So I'd rather just go to church and preach and stuff. But now, iyapuma, because that's what I have. That's why I always say to people, I normally say to sons, ayikho into engiyazi njengomthi. It's just that I don't use it. And people don't believe transit. I've never ngihlambe ngomthi ebomini bami. But ayikho into engiyazi njengomthi.
So where would you get that information from, that knowledge?
The spirit. One thing about me, I beside what I believe in, the spirit talk to me every day. God talk to me every day. Ancestors talk to me every day. I will see a set umthotile kuthiwe lo mtho udibanisa nento ethile aphuma beyinto ethile. I said something. I was somewhere kwenye ndawo, and I said, and I said a statement esingibangela iproblem kakhulu ngathi this kule minyaka we no longer have abantu bakwamoya. We no longer having amagqirha. We have people who, you know, HIV. It's isibetho sabantu abaphansi. Do you know that? HIV. HIV and what you call and depression is
why do you say cancer. And it's a state of disease, is what you're saying. It's disease.
Yeah, it's not a disease. It's a spirit. I'm able to download an HIV. I'm able to download cancer and I used to do that.
Pastor Kwazi, why were you doing that?
That's why I'm doesn't it. I had a very strange journey, and there was a time in my. There are things that you don't want to share it because people will take it.
Will judge you.
You know, not even judge. They will take it in knowledge of thinking they know what they don't know.
Okay.
You know, and have an opinion of things that they don't know. Mm-hmm. I always say to people, there was a time in my life where every hour, every minute, every 2 minutes, I will be in the spirit. I couldn't control it. Every time I will be in the spirit. The only time la ngizo feel like human, it's after I have sex. That 3 hours I will feel like now I'm human. But if I didn't do it, every time, every minute, I will be in the spirit.
What does that mean? What does it mean to be in the spirit? Hey, you poor women, my God. Yo, hi, umningi. Pastor Kwazi.
To be in the spirit, it's when you are here, ngenyama, but your soul and the spiritual mind, it's not here, and the spiritual eyes and the spiritual ears, they are not here. You travel all the time, and every minute you are tired because your soul and your spirit and your mind is working somewhere, but inyama is somewhere.
Where are you traveling to? You know? Like, what's happening in that process? What do you mean?
In that process, it's when, this is what I always say, it's when inyama ihlukana nomphefumulo, but umphefumulo ehlukana nengqondo. Ingqondo ihlukana nelihlo. Ilihlo lakho goes a north, indlebe yakho goes to a south. Your spirit iya KZN. Now zonke izindawo ziye kwindawo ezihlukileyo. Now xa sezibuya emzimbeni wakho, zibuya zibalisa izitolo different. That's where you see amagqirha adala not la omguba ngoko. You will find uba ena xa seyibuya umzimba wakhe uzomve phefumula, you know, that thing, hey, because now the mind iyamxelela ba labeni khona, this is what was happening. In spirit sithi labeni khona, this is what, but umzimba can't take it. So your body is not functioning the way ispirit sakho nelihlo lakho nendlebe yakho ifunctiona ngakhona. Lapho uhawuzelelwa zindlebe, lapho uvala amehlo, awufuni ukubona because now ilihlo lakomoya lifuna ukuxalela ilihlo lenyama. Yabo, but this is what I saw. Indlebe yakwamoya ifuna ukuxalela indlebe yenyama, but this is what I saw. So now it becomes too much to you. Nengqondo yakho yakwama, the spiritual mind ifuna ukuxalela ingqondo yemvelo, and then it create headache in your life. Then you start having this headache, you start to because now your body cannot take it. You understand? Because at that time there are too many voices as theta. You understand? Then you become confused until you are spiritually matured. And when you are spiritually matured, it's when your spirit travel and you allow it to travel. When they enter in your body, you control them how to enter. That is why today I can meet Mtason invited to a function and have 1,000 people and see maybe probably 100 people that are going to die. But I won't going to faint like before. I won't gonna do, hey, I won't gonna pray. I will just be still and concentrate to what I'm concentrating. And I will go and ask God and the Spirit, can I do something? And the Spirit will say, yeah, you can help too. And the other 18 will die. And I said, it's fine. Then I continue as business usual. But then if anyone will notice that there's something strange that is happening to me, because I have been matured in the Spirit, knowing how to control it, knowing how to talk the language of the Spirit and put it into existence and put it to my body so that my body can understand and my spiritual body can understand, can have a connection between the two. You understand? So it used to happen like that before. Sometimes I used to come home and I'm tired, and when I'm tired, but the Spirit still want to use me, and I still need to go because I had 2 surgeries. I had surgeries where I download the good spirit. I had surgery where I download bad spirit. Because you will know musba ukhanya akudibani nobumnyama. So when we talk about amadlozi, when we talk about the spirit, asidibananga nobumnyama. But you can download the bad spirit. But you can't mix the two. It doesn't connect.
So good and bad coexist on the planet.
They do.
Why would you need to download the bad?
Because you have access, because you are given the key. So it's up to you how to uyisebenza sanjani. But you do have you are able to if now you have 2 characters.
Yeah.
Sometimes you choose to be nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes you choose to be bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes izinto ezifuna ube bad, then you still choose to be nice.
Yeah.
But kwezinye and say no. Today I'm gonna show you the other side. So that's
we are 2 people.
We are 2 people in the spiritual realm. So but now don't allow omunye asebenze kakhulu ukugqitha omunye. You must always find balance, because you need 2 of them, one way or another. You need 2 of them. But
so you need your darkness.
You need, if you are a spiritual person, as a normal person, it's totally different. But as a spiritual person, you need to have control to 2 of them. You understand? Like a lot of people always ask me, why do you have bodyguard? Why you guard? And say, these guys, they only, but that is 3 in my life. Money, umzimba wam, my peace. And when I say my peace, it can be many things. People that don't come and hijack me, people that don't give me unnecessary problems.
Just a sense of protective safe space.
But they are not guiding my spirit. Because in the spiritual realm, you can't even enter.
I've got some enemies, yes, Pastor Kwazi. I've got some enemies.
Bring me 2.
Please, I've got some.
Count me the 2. Bring me 2.
I've got 2
my man, I used to. I was telling a friend of mine this. There is because people know him. He's here in Midrand. This guy, I have a daughter. I'm busy, like. So, so he said, I think why does, but now you know how pastors get excited when kukhona umuntu o under I power yabo, that know I enemy yakhe. So now ufuna ukuprove a point, but look, low too powerful. He's not powerful. So he said some things, some distasteful things about me. And as I was still dating Mamtanam, and Mamtanam came, say, hey, you have a bad spirit. My pastor said he need to deliver you, and this bad spirit you transfer it to my daughter, and my daughter has got a problem because my daughter is like me. Igama likantombi kayise ngumakhulu kamakhulu.
Okay.
Before umamakhe abe pregnant, I knew ubuzoba pregnant because umakhulu came to me and say sizothatha lo mntwana sihlalise umakhulu wakho, ukhokho wakho. So make it a point you groom lo mntwana because when utshona uzothatha after when. So that's a responsibility abanika yona. But yena you couldn't understand. Umntanami will have things okuba avela thelela avela phaphame, you know. Aqala thandazo okanye abethe phansi connecting with umhlaba, you know. Or if I'm sick or if I'm doing something, I'm fighting in the spirit, whether I'm paid to fight for someone or I'm paid to do something, or some people are attacking me, my daughter will feel that until I cut that connection because it be same disturber esikolweni nasebuntwaneni, because as much of umna yan disturber esikolweni because ngiphume esikolweni ngina 12 years, so angifunanga umntanami naye abe na same problem. I wanted ngisafuna uba ena experience ubuntwana bakhe and go to school and travel like any other kids. So I said, so this guy said, I have a bad spirit. He said, yes. I said, okay, I'm going to come and deliver. I need deliverance and I can feel like I seriously need deliverance. Go and tell him on Sunday, I need deliverance. Then he went and tell him and said, he said, no, my pastor is waiting for you. Then I came there. While he's preaching, there I summon a spirit. Esizomenza vukelo, same time. While he's shumaye.
Then what happened?
Now,
Pastor.
I used to say mdala ngoku.
I can't believe
I'm
I'm
old
hearing
now.
today.
You know, because I wanted to show him that power.
So what happened? How did he deal with that? No, Umane, you always cut stories in the middle. What happened afterwards?
Hey, the man, we are Shumaela.
Yeah.
So we have Bakondwe Shumai, and he doesn't have control over it. You know? So I tried to make a bag and I go office in, you know, and get to the office in, give Paga Mr. Strong, you know. Then I went go mama mntanami nathi ambomxelela bandisi ngicela ukumbona eofficeini ndiye mongakwazi ukumnceda. Then I went to the office yakhe. Then I said the office yakhe. Then I said, look, I wanted to show you that there is difference between knowledge and power. Many men of God and many prophets, they have knowledge, they don't have power. The day you have power, you have a respect for a power. A power respect power.
Yeah.
Whether it's from the darkness or from the light, power will respect power. You know? So I said, I can help you because he had a problem. And I think at that time it was 40, I think it was 46. I said, I can help you, but I'm like young papa. So you need to come to me so that I help you. Then I started to tell him a few things. Started to tell him how many ladies does he shower in church. And I said, you are naked in my eyes. Must never talk nonsense. Never say things that you don't know. You know, and ngapum. But get them, that's in the
My God. You have walked in your darkness. Oh my God.
So ngoku sengilungile ngoku sekathi umuntu nobuthetha ntoni ndithi amen, you know. So there is, when people talk about spirituality, they talk about izangoma, they talk about those things are not spirituality. Even the nengubo, nendo zokusela amagazi, those things are not spirituality. And I said this many times. I said there will be time where the spirit, the dark spirit, use celebrities, use people who have influence in communities, you know, because many yababantu bathwasayide, they can't even see anything.
I know.
Today. Bayabhodla kuphela uqalela baye, you know, abanye bane bipolar, they think they are called you know, and because there are certain things now you get limited to say it because there are certain group ongafuni kuyingcolisa ongafuni ukuthini that will look. But I asked one of my friend I was talking to, I said, go and study people about Twasa. If they are not lesbians, they are gays. Come back to me, I'll give you the answer why. And if they are not gays and lesbian, they have HIV. Come and ask me, I'll tell you why. Google them. You probably know them. But you don't know that you know them. You know, so there is
So you're saying that
not all of them.
Yeah. They're dealing with their personal things and calling it something else. Is that what you're saying?
The spirit that is inside them is in control of their life. And sizo confuser the African spirituality.
Okay.
There will be more spirituality. They will occupy platforms as fananis, you know, because the devil knew how to act. Satan uyayazi indlela yokuacta nememoya maybe. So they target otitshala, onesi, or doctor that have influence. So for whatever abafuna ukuyi-introduce to be fashionable. And when it's fashionable, it loses power yakhona. If you check now, ukuthwasa is fashionable. But the power of ukuthwasa iluzekile iseko. Akekho umuntu osahlonipha umntana ethongo. Naba bazihloniphi ngokwabo. You know, naba bathi bagoe through and awuthwasi xa ungumntana ethongo. And I guess it's a story for another day. Akekho umuntu ongathwasisa uNtsiki Mazwai. Akekho umuntu ongathwasisa wena. Akekho umuntu ongathwasisa mina. Babantu basekhaya abanithatha abanifaka kwi-process. Kube khona umuntu who invite me in the process because yena in the land of the living. So you must open door for me to enter kweli lizwe ndikulo, kwilizwe labaphilayo. But it doesn't mean ungithwasise.
There's something I'm going to get into trouble for. It makes 100% sense. Uguti, I want to go back to this point before we get into trouble with the LGBTQI community.
Okay.
Because I don't want us to suggest that being gay or lesbian is a demonic spirit.
Not at all.
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's what we were hearing. So because it has been a big topic within the African spirituality conversation. So maybe you want to unpack that some more. Gahle, uzwakale.
Though ngakhalela ukudwela in it, but there is a spirit esiza kubo sireversile esikhombisa ienga nokuhlukumezeka nokungcola komsama nabantu abadala. And xa sifika sisithi, listen to me, there's something that need to happen. Now, this is an example that I always say mdasekhaya. Whether we don't believe to force of gravity, but kwela ngaphezulu udaka uzofa. So it's not a question of us pushing to explain izinto that will make people feel and nest their egos. We need to come to a point where we say there's no one on a right to judge anyone. There's no one on a right to kill anyone. There's no one on a right ugumemtini and criticize Mamane, criticize whoever, you know. But we as much of we do not have that right, but we do have a right to say what we know and what we believe is right. You understand? Okay. So longer it doesn't seek to say ebantwini go and abuse Mamane because Mamane has got something that need yokokuba iphume. You understand? So all what I'm saying is that there is a spirit that one day Africans, especially those abathi they are spiritualists, thathe kufuneka sidibanise amathongo, sidibanise imimoya, sicele kuNkulunkulu uqamata asiphi solution of it. There are too many gays and lesbians that have delivered me, myself. I'm not saying I can deliver all of them.
You're going to get me into trouble. When yes. I distance myself from your comments, Pastor. Please.
So, but what is important, it's for people to understand what is African spiritualism and what does that mean. And see, dibanisa njani with Christianity. You understand? Once we understand that, I believe that there are certain things as now, I was still telling you a story of someone in a depression.
Yeah.
You know, remember depression, it means you are hearing voices and your spirit travel when you don't have control over it. You know, you see everything in your life wrong, and there are too many voices ongena control over it. Now, if today ngikuthatha ngihamba now sibona otata babini bethatha umuntu bemxhoma emthini, uzothini xa ubalisela umuntu? Uzothi nibonile otata babini bethatha umuntu bemxhoma emthini. But what happened xa ubona umuntu eyedwa but umbona buyalwa, is fighting, uyabetha ngamanqindi. Same thing uyibone kulo wesilwa but bamhlula kuba bebanintsi. Now uyambona lona uyalwa but awuboni lento alwa nayo, and uyathetha uyiboni lento athetha nayo, abese ithatha intambo exhoma. Uzothini nibonile umuntu esixhoma. Why? Because your eyes and your mind was not able to see what that person is saying. So you were lacking a spiritual eyes to be able to see. Same incident. There are same people who are capable. The only reason, the only thing, they were physical. You were able to see them, but to this one, you were not able to see them. So that's African spirituality for you. It's things that you do not see. It's things that you do not touch, but you are able to see it when you go in the realm of the spirit. Naxa uhamba uyothetha namathongo, you are able to get answers. You understand? So when we talk about African spirituality, sithetha ngenkaba nobuntu bethu. Sisuke sithetha nomuntu ongaphakathi okwaziyo ukukumamela, akuvulele indlela, akubonisa izinto obungeke nozibona usaphila. And a power of darkness ithathwa and I'll say it one day. So
no, actually,
once you travel and understand how to get initiated, how to get power, you will understand that there are certain things that today you might want not to say it, but you must teach people about it so that they understand that when they start to feel in their dream and when they start to see in their dream someone ofana nabo coming to sleep with them, coming to do this, coming to take a sperm. Do you know why a young boy mayeqale ngena kubu teenager ezophuma sperm? Do you know what's the reason?
What's the reason? Mina ngithi kazariyezing. Rehearsal for the future ngiyarehearsa man. Yeah, ukuthi side test the weapon.
It is because It's a Mamane spirit that has a power, and it was given a power over people who will want to have a control to any sperm when you are a man. Before you sleep with anyone, you must first sleep with that spirit so that it can have control over you. It's much more deeper than that. I hope we had time.
You're saying wet dreams are you young men having sex with a spirit?
Yeah. A young man, first sperm that is pumayo in your life. So when you be connected with that spirit.
What is happening in your dream when you get horny, or like you have maikutlo? What's happening in that process? Yeah. There's a lot going on. You're like, hey. What's going on
and
there?
that is what is happening to everyone. It's a spirit. Remember, in the spirit, we have a sex spirit. It's tunyelwe for sex only. You understand? We have a spirit is tunyelwe for the gazi only. We have a spirit is tunyelwe for these are different spirit, but a spirit that is so dangerous is spirit sex. You understand? Because the spirit sex is kula khona ipower yakhiwa khona. Kula ipower ithathwa khona. You understand? It's la ipower yakhiwa khona. Kula ipower ithathwa khona. You understand? So you can sleep with me and take and ndithathe your power and nenhlahla yakho and leave my spirit kuwe esizokwenza wonke umuntu olala naye ipower yalomuntu ize kum. So that means if unilale nawe namhlanje in 3 months ulala nabafana bayi4 bawuqala balahlekelwe imisebenzi, baqale yonke relationship zabo zingahambi kakuhle, baqale ithi yonke into abayibambayo ingenzeki, ithi nemali abayisebenzayo bangayiboni. Now because ngithathe the glory, the power yabo. You understand? It same applies nasebafaneni. You can do that even to guys. I don't want people to say, no, I mean ladies only.
So how do you protect yourself from that? We are living in a time where people are quite busy out there. So how do you protect yourself? I'm very innocent, very celibate. Thank you very much. I'm talking for the other children. How do you protect yourself?
I refuse.
You're about to go now. You've got 2 minutes to tell us about how do we protect ourselves. Because and we can't help our body feelings. You know what I'm saying? So we want to have sex, but we want to protect ourselves at the same time.
Inyama ifuna kwenyama.
You understand?
So umoya ufuna komoya. There are too many ways to do it. There are too many ways. Ezingadibaniselananga namthi, ezingadibaniselananga naswasha na anything that has to do with you as individual. You understand? La urisha kwi point yokuzazi and control your feelings and control your soul. You understand? And able to say to yourself, now ungaphuma, now ungaphumi, now ungenzeka into. And I think you will know as a woman most that you reach a point la uzaziyo khona, but now this is how I communicate with my body. And again, as a Christian, this is how I communicate with my spirit. This is what attract me in the spiritual realm, because even me, there are certain things that attract me, not even sexual, in the spiritual realm. You understand? Once a person say a certain thing, then that person will gain the attention yamyonka, because there's something I tell that is out of ordinary. Because now, for me personally, I see many people want to compete about knowledge. What do I know? This is what I know. This is what, and they end up creating words about it, but saying the same thing, but want to say bomba 6 work and stuff. And I'm like, we are moved by knowledge. We are moved by information. But now when you get to understand, ongeno understand nabantu abacimba bayakwazi, they probably don't know you, because nawe awukafikeleli kwipoint la uzazi fully, you understand, but you only know maybe half of it or quarter of it, whatever the case may be. But I always say mna, as if you don't want to be involved with this end, your spirit will tell you. Your spirit will tell you. I don't want to say your God, your ancestors. Your spirit will be able to tell you. When you are not moved by money, when you are not moved by fame, when you are moved with the connection of the spirit. Because a lot of friends that ohlukene nazo, you ikhona isano oyibona that there's something, but you choose to ignore it for whatever reason, whether it was stage or whatever that was it. But there is a sign that was telling you that, look, if nobani ikhona into esenza singadibani, even nakwincoko zethu and so forth and so forth. So don't neglect that, because your spirit is telling you something.
Thank you, Pastor Kwazi. Thank you so much, Father. It was such a beautiful conversation. Thank you for blessing our studio. And obviously, we'll put all your details and all your information in the description box, and you'll be all over our social medias, definitely. It has been quite an episode, guys. Thank you for coming through. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. That was Pastor Kwazi Mamane, and yeah, it was a lot. Bye-bye, guys.
Who are you when all you were has been diluted by lies and white lines cancelling out all that which has been written of your history? Why do you look at yourself as a mystery? Doesn't the sun shine because you open your eyes? Doesn't the moon stay situated within the same stars your DNA sparkles off? Your spirit knows that surely corner into it off. Buza umoya so you may return to being well off. Because spiritually you are rich, yet your ancestors cry because you are out of reach. But yours is to command all elements, while God takes inspiration from the very mirror she looked at to become. Remember who you are, and never finish just when they think that with you they are done.